Hey guys, so today we are going to be doing a quick little bisexual Q&A. Did I plan for this video to happen? No, my hair is so greasy. But I just had to film a video about this whole topical situation thing going on, and I was already wearing a flannel, so I thought, why not? By the way, before I get into this video, I just want to let you all know, in case you didn't already know, I have started a Facebook page. Fiona, every YouTuber has a Facebook page. Why should I give a fuck about yours? Because it's not about me. It is about memes, and it is about videos, and it is about great content. So if you like any of those like relatable meme pages, but you want one that's inclusive and has a lot of gay memes and has a lot of political memes and isn't about bringing people down, then feel free to check it out. It's gonna be in the description. But without further ado, let's get on with the questions. I'm fucking hot in here. There are so many lights on me. First up, is it okay to call yourself gay if you're bi? Myself and all my bi friends do it, but I've heard other people say it's not cool. But honestly, sexuality is fluid, you know, and a wide spectrum. Honestly, like, I think it's fine. If someone's like, describe your sexuality, like give me a single word and you know that you're bi and you say gay or lesbian, it can be a little bit iffy because words have meaning. But I say that I'm gay all the time because some days I'm just feeling super damn gay. Other days I'm feeling super damn straight. And gay is just a great word. I love it. In fact, my friend Stevie and I answered this and she's a full-blown gay. She is a full-blown lesbian. So I'm gonna insert a little clip of that here as well.
There was a question on there that said, how do you feel about bi, pan, polysexual people calling themselves gay? How do you feel about it?
How do you feel about it? 'Cause
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Gay is an adjective. Using gay as an adjective should be fine because it's an adjective.
Next up, do you ever experience self-doubt about being bi? I have a lot of thoughts like, what if I'm actually lesbian or what if I'm actually straight? Even though I know that those aren't true. Yes, 100%. And this is down to biracial. I think a lot of us feel it because we grew up not feeling queer. Or maybe this is just like a personal thing and maybe some of you can hashtag relate. But I grew up liking dudes and all of my girlfriends grew up liking dudes. And so I didn't see that I was anything different until I realized that when everyone else was thinking about girls and making like girl crush jokes, that they were jokes. And that when we were making out with girls at parties, they were actually doing it for the guy's attention, which is nothing wrong with, but not because they particularly wanted to make out with girls. So I grew up not feeling queer because I didn't think that I was queer. And even now, like sometimes I'm like, oh shit, like is it a true thing? Because there is just so much media out there. One, there is not much bi representation. And two, there are so many people just saying that it's not a thing. And even when you actively know it isn't true, it's like that thing where if you hear something a number of times, it just seeps into your little brain. So yeah, like I think that's totally valid, but I also think it's important that you just tell yourself that you're bi, if you are. I'm not just making everyone bi. But it's okay to, oh, is my tit out? But it's okay to not feel a certain way enough, just as long as you acknowledge that that's dumb and that you are bi enough, you're queer enough, you are enough. Do you ever wish that you were straight or gay? Just because I'm bi and sometimes find it confusing. But then other times I'm like, wow, I'm so lucky I get to fancy both. Like, do you think it's normal to feel confused as a bisexual? Yeah, it's normal to feel confused, again, because of the whole biracial thing. People think that you can only like one gender, which is literally wild, and sometimes it just catches me off guard how bi I am. I'll have massive bi days where I'm like walking down the street, I'm like, oh my god, he's so hot, totally would. Oh my god, she's so hot, totally would. And like to this day, it just blows my mind sometimes that I'm bi, when I'm like one of the most bi people out there. Not that it's a competition, blah blah blah. But I don't wish that I was straight or gay. For two reasons. One, I love being bi. I love being attracted to all genders. I think it's damn great because I see so much beauty and I see so much attraction in so many different people. I also love like the camaraderie that I feel with other bi people. And also, because I don't want to fuck with the butterfly effect. I'm not about to do that. No. I, a bi girl who just recently came out, have been excluded. Whoa, I had not read this comment before reading it out loud. I, a bi girl who just recently came out, have been excluded from my group of friends. Your friends suck. After I came out, I immediately stopped being invited to hang out with my group of friends, who are all cis girls to my personal knowledge. That's pure as well, they're not assuming. I asked why, and one of them said that they, as a group, didn't want to hang out with someone who thinks and acts partially like a dude. This genuinely made me upset, but I don't know if I'm being overly sensitive. What do you think? I think your friends fucking suck. No offense. Look, firstly, you're not thinking and acting like a dude. What? What? Do they think that liking girls is a dude thing? Oh my god, they have so much to learn. Dudes like dudes, girls like girls. That's just, Christ, that's dumb. I need some bran flakes to get through this one. Look, I feel bad. I've had my bran flakes. I've calmed down a little. That's a shitty situation. And I'm really sorry that that's the situation that you're in because your friends are not being friends with you or not hanging out with you due to something that you can't change, which is rude to say the least. Secondly, I think that they need a lot of education because one, liking girls isn't acting like a dude, and two, I don't know if that's stemming from them thinking that like you're gonna fancy them or hit on them, in which case it's like, do they fancy every guy that they meet? I don't know. I think that is whack. But if you think that these are friends worth holding on to, because obviously, especially in like high school and stuff, you want to have your clique. I get that. Did I just say clique? Am I fucking 50 years old? What? You want to have a friendship circle that you bond with. So maybe try pulling one of the ones that you're closest to aside and kind of just explaining like, what are y'all doing? But if not, like there are so many people out there who are going to accept you. There are so many people who are going to love you for who you are and also understand that being bisexual doesn't mean that you're a dude. So I would try educating if you think these friendships are worth holding on to, but if not, find new friends, like, which is so daunting and so terrifying, but especially like, the internet is a great place to start. And just statistically, there's gotta be other gay kids at your school who will get that liking girls isn't a dude thing. But also I'm just sorry that that's a thing you're going through. Have you felt more or less safe in the dating world as a bisexual woman? I don't think unsafe is a word that I would use, but it definitely comes with its own difficulties, such as when trying to flirt with girls. A lot of the time, I found that lesbians don't want to date bi girls because there's so many stereotypes and dumb stigma things, such as we're going to cheat. More specifically, that we're going to cheat with a man, or that we're just trying out hooking up with girls, I don't know. And with guys, they find out that you're bisexual and then the next thing you know, they're asking for a threesome, which is just damn annoying. So I wouldn't say less safe, but I will say it definitely comes with its own little set of difficulties. What qualities are attractive to you in the people of the same gender, and what qualities do you find attractive in people who are other genders? And are they the same? For me personally, I know that some people think bisexuality for them is, they think for them that it's this one thing, but they're wrong. No. For some people, bisexuality means that there isn't really a difference in how they're attracted to different genders. For me, there definitely is, but I really can't pin it down more to anything than a feminine energy and a masculine energy, which sounds so douchey and crystal healing, but also I'm into that, so I need some more brown flakes. I'm just very hungry. Look, we're on my period right now, so I don't know what's going on. But there's also the fact that I'm like painfully bisexual, like I'm too bisexual, in the sense that I am really into feminine girls and then masculine girls and feminine guys and masculine guys and non-binary people and androgyny and all different ends of the spectrum. So it definitely varies, and especially if I have like a hyper feminine girl and a hyper masculine guy, the way that I'm attracted to them is so drastically different, but I don't know how to pin it down. I know in my heart, you know, that it's different. Do people connect the gross bi stereotype of being sexually promiscuous / unloyal with your open relationship? This isn't actually something that I've dealt with personally yet. I'm sure people are thinking it. There's a whole gross misconception that bisexuals are always going to cheat and they're unloyal and they can't be with one person because we just want to fuck every gender, which is not at all true, but I'm also in a non-monogamous relationship. Can we speak? I'm in a non-monogamous relationship, which still doesn't mean that I want to fuck every single person. There's a whole discussion to be had about being a good bisexual and all that sort of stuff, because this is me being a bad bisexual because I'm sleeping with people that aren't my girlfriend, which is very different to cheating, might I point out. But yeah, there's definitely people making that connection. I actually haven't dealt with it really online yet, because people who watch these videos, these little fun bisexual videos where you guys know that I'm in a non-monogamous relationship and you know I'm bi, you guys are honestly pretty great. You're the cool kids. And I surround myself with pretty great people who are very accepting of all things to do with LGBT, to do with mental health, to do with gender, all that sort of stuff. So I'm just very lucky, but I'm sure that there are haters out there. How do you come out as bi? Oh, what does she want?
Am I allowed? Do you have cereal?
No, I got frustrated and I'm on my period, so I got brown flakes.
Thank you.
How do you come out as bi to gay / lesbian people in LGBTQ plus spaces? I know it's probably all in my head, but if I don't announce that I'm bi early on, everyone just assumes that I'm gay and it becomes weird. My preferred method of coming out, and I think it will be especially effective here because you know people aren't hopefully going to attack you for being bi, is I just slip into conversation who I think is hot, or if I'm dating people of multiple genders, I'll just slip that into conversation. So I'd be like, oh yeah, I went on a date with this really great guy the other week. It went really well. Oh, I went on a date with this really great girl the other week. It went good as well. Like, slip it into conversation. Or if there's a girl who's super hot in the room, just be like, damn, she cute. And if there's a guy who's super hot in the room, just be like, damn, he cute. And then if anyone asks, they're like, oh wait, like, are you into guys? Like, yeah. I'm like, oh, I thought you were a lesbian. No, I'm bi. Haha. That's how I tend to approach it. Oh, this one's from Jake. If you guys don't already watch Jake Feet Magic, they're a lovely little trans bi. Do you ever get insecure about having a gender preference whilst being bisexual? I don't think insecure is the word, but I did really like a video by Elena Fender recently. I'll link her channel down below as well, well, the video that she did, where she talked about the fact that like people do tend to have a gender preference. Or on like some days I'll feel super gay and some days I'll feel super straight. It's not necessarily linear. It's not always a 50-50 split, and I don't think it has to be. And I think insecurity around that just comes from the whole like not being bi enough, which is total bullshit. Do you like your gender? And do you like other genders? If you answered yes to both these questions, you're bi enough. Some days you might feel attracted to men more. Some days you might feel attracted to non-binary people more. Sometimes you might feel attracted to women more. For some people, it's masculinity and femininity. I think that that's what hits me more, is that I'll just be like really into feminine people one day and really into masculine people another day. And it doesn't mean that my attraction for other people has just gone out the window. And it doesn't mean that I'm not bi enough. And I'm in a relationship. So if I'm having a day where I'm into like super masculine bearded tattooed dudes, it doesn't mean I don't still think my girlfriend's fucking hot. It's in the same way that if you're into brunettes and blondes, Fiona, genitals aren't the same as hair color. Shut up, we know. But if you're into more than one like body type or hair color or dress sense, I know that these things aren't the same as gender. So before people tell me that I think being a lesbian means the same as liking hipsters and punk people in the same day, it's not. It's okay to be into different kinds of people on different kinds of days. It doesn't mean that you're not bisexual. It just means that you have a feeling about a certain day. I don't eat the same foods every day. That's a lie. I have a very like boring diet. Some days you're craving a salad. Some days you're craving a pizza. Some days you're craving dudes. Sometimes you're craving girls. Sometimes you're craving non-binary folk. These are bad comparisons. Sexuality is fluid. You can be attracted to loads of different people. We're all good, friends. We're all good. Okay, and the final question is, how do you know if a girl is actually into you or if she just wants to be your best friend? Best advice for this: ask. Communication. Ask her how she feels. If she doesn't know that you're queer, let her know. And also be okay to hear that the answer might be that she wants to be best friends. Use your words. That's my advice. Anyway, I'm gonna whore out my Facebook page again because it's just memes galore. It's gay memes galore, so you might as well check it out. I might do another one of these someday. So if you want to leave your comments in the description of this video, if you want to leave your comments in the comment section of this video, that's where I'm gonna go next for my next bisexuality Q&A. So if you want to leave some questions, feel free to down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a like because I need your validation, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye! Sexual, that's me. What's good?